Part 1 of the Density Lab asks you to A. Estimate the volumes of the objects. B. Measure the volumes using a graduated cylinder filled with tap water. Tap water. C. Measure the mass of the objects. And D. Calculate the density. Initially, you'll have 5 objects in this box. Each is a different element. The name of the element, or the symbol, will be written on the bottom. Your first task is to estimate the volume of this object, not with any measurements, just by looking at its cubic centimeter, and making a guess. This is sometimes called a SWAG, a scientific wild-ass guess. There's a place on your page to write down your estimate, your SWAG for the volume. After making your guess, then you measure the volume using the string of the object to support it and lowering it into a cylinder that has some water in it. This is called measuring volume by water displacement. You also need a mass of the object. In this case, the object is dripping wet, so I'll dry it off before I get a mass. To measure the mass, I need a scale, and I put the object on the scale. You can see that there are places on your paper to write down your estimated volume, measured volume with the graduated cylinder, the mass, and then you have to calculate the density and put your value in this box. The last column is for your percent error. Since these are known metals, you can determine how close is your density to the official density on the periodic table and express that as a percent error. The example on your page shows 12% error in the density. That's pretty poor. If your percent error is 10% or greater, try again. You can do better. You just have to be very careful in your measurements. These 5 known metals are a kind of practice for you. Since you know the density of these metals, the official value, you can determine how successful your methods are. So you want to make sure that you're getting these right, quote unquote, before you move on to the unknowns.